And welcome everyone. It's truly my pleasure, my honor to get the opportunity to come and share this wonderful day with all of you, and in an area that has got such potential, such history, as Chip has just mentioned, the potential and the challenges that make up those potentials. It's funny, I sort of came into this whole field of bioproducts indirectly or directly you might say, because I was not aware of it until I started associating with Orlando and his crew. But my father, back in the 1950s, was working on cellulose digestion in ruminants. And the ruminant, as you may know, is this huge microbiome in a very low redox potential environment that can ferment carbohydrate cellulose. As humans, we can't, but ruminants can convert cellulose into short-chain fatty acids, and those are the substrates for the animal to live. So I'm sure he would be very, very pleased to see how the field has grown since then, because as a kid, I remember hearing lots of jokes about, well, your dad feeds trees to cows, doesn't he? So it really is a pleasure to get this opportunity to participate. And I'm a food scientist in the Land and Food Systems food science program, food nutrition health. My area is in food chemistry and toxicology. And we are now looking more and more into how we can extract bioactive components from plant-derived sources in a safe way and incorporate them into food matrices for functional attributes that go beyond stability of the food, but cross over to maybe health of the individual. So it's got lots of potential. So it really gives me great pleasure today to welcome you to our Bioproducts Institute Research Day. And I'd like to acknowledge the efforts of the BPI and Orlando and his team, the Department of Chemical Biological Engineering, the faculties of Forestry and Land and Food Systems, because this opportunity to get together brings forth not only individuals, but brings forth potential ideas that can be exchanged in discussion, and then that leads to understanding what infrastructures are available and what labs could interact and work together on. So it brings forth a tremendous synergy, which I'm sure is what Orlando's initial dream was in the first place, is to bring people together. So the poster conference has become, as Chip mentioned, an annual event that allows us to bring together all these diverse areas and involving bioproduct materials and their potential applications. And it also allows us to associate with the new scientists or the upcoming investigators. And so we are going to learn a tremendous amount from them today, and they're going to learn a tremendous amount from us by having the opportunity to discuss, exchange ideas, answer questions associated with their research. So we're going to put special spotlight on these young investigators that have done a tremendous job, as you'll see on the research posters. We want to commend them for their enthusiasm and commitment to get into this field in the first place and to make a difference with all their wonderful talents. And I hope that we also add to that sort of development by having an interactive exchange with them and allowing them to express how they found their results and what those results mean to them. So, as is the case of any effective interdisciplinary discipline or dialogue, today is very important for us to share ideas and discuss with our fellow researchers that may lead to new ideas and synergistic activities. As you probably have seen from the conference pamphlet, this year's conference is entitled Connecting and Empowering the Next innovators. And we have 5 specific themes in this year's conference, and they all represent a multidisciplinary engagement that has a shared vision of forest-based bioeconomy that has both economic and environmental sustainability attached to it. We have, I believe, 46 presentations, 23 in Group A and 23 in Group B, perfectly balanced, and lots of diversity. There are actually 5 themes in today's poster presentations. And I'll just give you a quick idea of what they are. We have biocatalytic transformation and engineering biomass. And here we'll learn about the biosynthesis and biological degradation of biomass and the engineering tools that can be applied to remove those bioactive products or valorize them and make use of the biomass components, possibly for formulating new products that could have textile or could have food-related purpose. We have a session on nanoparticle-enabled molecules or materials, and here we learn how supermolecule structures and their fundamental interactions work between the matrix that they're incorporated in or about to be incorporated in. We have a bio-based polymer session where we learn how the bio-based polymers, with their unique functionality and the synthetic components that they provide, are useful for potential transformation into advanced products. And of course, we have the biorefinery systems where we're learning how to transform from a hydrocarbon to a carbohydrate society where we're using forest and agricultural residues that we can transform by using biorefinery techniques into chemicals and fuels that have potential or maybe even better than the petroleum products that we are currently relying on. And last but not least, we have bioproducts ecosystems analysis. And here we learn about the sustainability and the novel techniques that we can use to communicate these advances through the lens of the environment and communicate to our stakeholders and our government officials. So we have got lots of food for thought, we say in land food systems, but we got lots of research to admire today. And I encourage you to take full advantage of the Q&A sessions during the posters. The students and research associates involved will greatly benefit from that. We have awards directed towards best posters, and so I'm sure they're very competitive. They'll be looking for that. There'll be many opportunities for us to socialize, have the posters and in between, and so take those opportunities and have a wonderful day. Thank you.